Hey guys, how's it going? Today I've got something a little bit special for you, and it's a first for my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a trick tutorial.
So excited! So excited!
The trick I had in mind is something I like to call the corkscrew. You might have seen this in some of my other videos, especially my earlier ones. Another pilot that I used to follow, he hasn't posted in like a year and a half. You might have heard of him, High Flight FPV. He does these quite often, and he does them super low to the ground, and that's something I really wanted to practice and get the hang of, and hopefully today I'll be able to show you guys how to do the same thing. Essentially, what a corkscrew is a barrel roll. So you're coasting along, you're watching your throttle. It's not a complete flip, but it's almost like an arc as you travel, and you're going to want to monitor your throttle as you're coming back down this way and blip up to make sure you keep your trajectory going around this way, and you're going to do that maybe 2 or 3 times consecutively, and it usually looks really cool, especially if you're low to the ground. First thing you're going to want to work on is your throttle management. You're going to want to be able to stay low to the ground without, you know, having to do this full time to level yourself out, and as you're coming around you're going to want to be able to pick yourself up and time. You're going to want to be able to time your spins. So that is going to be the trickiest part, especially for beginners. For intermediate pilots, it shouldn't be too difficult. And for the advanced pilots, you're not even going to have a problem with it. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get the stick cam going, and I will walk you through the trick.
Here we go. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just kind of coast around, make sure I've got my throttle locked in. And usually if you have a good quad that's set up really nicely, you're not going to have to move your throttle too much to maintain altitude. At least in mine, I don't have to. And we'll take it up a little bit, going up in the air. So that would be a barrel roll basically. And for starters, if you've never done this before, go ahead and get some altitude before you do it. You're not going to want to try to go balls out and do it like 5 feet off the ground, because you're definitely going to slam your quad into the dirt. So we've got it up high enough, and as we roll, give it some more throttle. And I'm doing these super slow so you can just see my stick motions, and you can see that my roll is basically stuck to the left or to the right, and you can do it either way. Just make sure you don't. Play around every now and then. Alright, so back to the task at hand. So, like I said earlier, work on your throttle control. Let's try one low to the ground. A little bit harder even for me, low to the ground. That one pretty much sucked. Let's go this way. So it's kind of pushing my quad around, but what you really want to do is get as low to the ground as possible as you come back around, just like that. That was a pretty good one. Let's see if we can get another good run. Ooh. Just try not to get stuck in the tree right away. So pick the direction you want to roll. Watch the ground. Roll with it. Try it this way. And you'll see we're maintaining our momentum, basically letting the quad do the work. It helps to have a little bit heavier quad. You can do them faster. Like that. There's really not too much to say about it, guys. You're just really going to want to work on your throttle management. That's the biggest thing. And timing. Oops, like that. So you can get one more good one. Ooh, and we lost video. So, looks like my battery probably flew out on that one. Definitely lost signal. No goggle view. But that's essentially what you want to do. I hope that explained it well enough. Like I said, there's really not too much involved. It's just making sure you've got your throttle mixed with your roll and timing it correctly. You're gonna wanna blip up as soon as you're getting stabilized and looking at the ground again. You're gonna blip up and you're gonna let it drop as you're at the top of the barrel roll. So we're gonna go ahead and walk away the fuck over here, try to retrieve my quad. Well, still recording, so we definitely lost the battery. Looks like the strap broke. That's okay, I've got a million of these fuckers. So, as you can see, if you're not watching your throttle management, you're definitely gonna crash. I've done this trick like 5 or 6 times. I've done this trick 100 times and I still crash. It's really just a matter of how brave you are and if you're paying attention to the ground versus the sky. That's gonna be the biggest thing, but at least on the battery. Anyway, damn, that was like further than I thought, but okay. So that'll basically do it for that one. Hope you enjoyed. I think I'm gonna stick around and rip a couple more packs. Let me know in the comments actually if you have a trick that you've been wanting to learn and you've seen me do it, or maybe think I'm capable of it, and I hopefully can put a video together for you. But until then, stay tuned for the next one. Peace.